Hello there, welcome to Cartooning with Paul. Today I'm going to show you how to draw the Batmobile from Batman the Animated Series. So come on, let's get started. Alright guys, you asked for it. The requests have come in. You guys want to go over how to draw the Batmobile. I am not usually one to draw a lot of vehicles. Vehicles are difficult for me. I can draw anything in front of me, but vehicles, for some reason, until I break them down into boxes,
they vex me so.
Fortunately for us, the Batmobile is just a series of long rectangular cubes, and then we curve them up when they need it. Let's get started. So before you start this sketch, you need to figure out where your vanishing points are going to be. Because we're going to draw it on a pretty dramatic angle, you're going to need two vanishing points. You're going to need one over here and one over here. I put mine off of the page so that I can draw it a little larger. So, you know, if you're not an expert like me, so I'm just going to draw out a rectangular cube with these vanishing line. Let's see. I'm just going to draw very lightly here because I'm going to end up erasing a lot of these lines. But I want to make sure that got one there. Let's see. I've got another vanishing point over here. So we're going to good. Throw in a line there. That met there, but it kind of juts out a little bit, so it's going to go here. And now, let's see, that line's there like that, which means this line would go in right about here. The chassis of the Batmobile is very long, it's very angular, and it's got some curves. It is a very beautifully designed vehicle. Let's see if that line, yeah, right there. Okay. All right, that'll give me the basics to where I need it to be for now, and then I'll build up on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to build up from here. And let's just cockpit of like that, very rough. I want to focus in on the cockpit here. So Batman's cockpit, yeah, let's fix some lines here. He has a very angular windshield that comes out like that. So we're just going to refine. And I'm not using the ruler here because it is a slightly curved line. It's got to be aerodynamic, right? So it's slightly curved. And now we need to find the center. But to find the center of a shape on an angle, it's best to go corner to corner and draw in a little X very lightly because I want to erase it. And then I know where the center of that windshield is. It parts right there. Okay? There's no going right in the center because then it's going to be moved over toward the driver's side of the windshield. Alright. Little tricks. Okay. So, we've got that shape like that, and his side window be angled like so. And then the roof of the cockpit has bat ears on it. I want to make sure I keep the integrity of the angles. will go up like that, so it'll go out like that. Bam, bam, yes, right there. All right. Okay, so there is, actually, I want the ruler for that one. That's a straight line. Okay, so get the cockpit in there. So what I want to do is I want to continue off of the car from the cockpit. The cockpit slides forward. So if it's going to slide forward, it needs a track. And that track kind of shows us exactly where the front of the grill goes. So this line and this line are going to show us the grill. Just like that. We're going to angle right about there. All right, the grill. And then there's the top of the grill there. Got this really cool Art Deco design to the show, and it needed an Art Deco design to the Batmobile. When coming up with the aesthetic of the Batman animated series, they knew most of Batman's crime fighting happens at night. They're big fans of the Art Deco movement from back in the 30s and 40s. So what they did, seeing that Batman's going to do all of his crime fighting at night, they decided instead of painting everything to look like it's at night, they just painted the backgrounds on top of black paper. Sometimes they would give a black wash over the canvas before they'd start painting. So they gave this art style the name Dark Deco. So we want to make sure that this is rounded. Because like I said, this is a track for the cockpit of the car. Just like... follow those lines, follow the angles. Eric Radomski was the main background designer. And he did some amazing work on this show. Okay, so you're gonna notice in this episode that I jump around a lot when dealing with very complex shapes. I do it when I paint murals. I do it when these shapes elude me. Oh, okay. There we go. This has got to be curved, but not until here. All right. Excellent. All right, and now it'll come down and in a little bit. Okay. Very good. All right, so he has, right here in the center, he has his panels here. And they open up for various reasons. They've got gadgets in there. They also... activate shields. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in this wheel here. I might just use... Oh, no, I don't have the right... Okay. This is just rough anyway. So the wheel is going to go right here. I was going to use a stencil. I don't have the right stencil shape for this one. So if we've got this very narrow oval, right? We're going to throw in another oval, but I want it to look three-dimensional. So this oval will be further over on the left-hand side of the outer oval, just to give a little dimension. This oval is sunken in a little bit. Let's fix this up a little bit, though. Oh, gotta find that stencil, but not for this one. All right. If this were a professional thing, I'd be running out to the store and grabbing more stencils just to make sure I don't screw this up. All right. So now the side of the Batmobile, and I mean, you know, to give it some context here, we got to go completely vertical on your lines. Okay, so when drawing in mechanical things, whether they're buildings, vehicles, furniture in a room, you've got to remember, if you're going to tilt the scenery or the object, you're going to have, if you want it in 3 dimensions, you're going to have 2 vanishing points. You're going to have one vanishing point here, for instance, you know, and another one over here. And then what you got to make sure is that your center lines, your vertical lines, are always vertical. Unless you're doing, you know, cityscapes and your buildings you're drawing from the ground, those tend to kind of turn inward a little bit, right? But if you're drawing like vehicles, if you're drawing furniture, if you're drawing the insides of buildings, you want to make sure that that vertical line is completely vertical. So, with that in mind, there is the wing of the car. And that's a vertical line right here. I just fuzzed it up a little bit, but so we've got these wings to the vehicle. Okay. So we've got this vent here. And now we've got the rear wheel that goes back here. It's gonna stay in line with everything else. And just like before, the inner oval goes to the side. And now the back of the wings of this Batmobile. Oh, there it is. There it is right there. Okay. So what I'll do from here is I'll very lightly get rid of some of these stray lines that don't need to be there. And that'll give me a better idea where everything else is going to go. All right, so we've got a wing on the other side as well. Okay. Like that. Same. All right. Okay. Darken in the lines that need to be darkened in. We do have some details in this front bumper that need to be thrown in. the lights in the front. Gonna go in like this. Now you see, it's so easy to erase all of those stray lines when you draw lightly.
It's so easy.
Oh, that's better. Guys, if you like this video, please give it the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe because I've got a lot of really cool drawing videos, kind of like this, only a little better, down the pipeline. If you want, I've got some better Batman videos for you to follow. They're right over here. I want to thank you guys so much for drawing with me. And until the next video, we'll see you later.